Hello, fam. This is Aunty ReRe. I'm back from being outside. I may start letting y'all walk with me. If you haven't joined or if you haven't subscribed to Clean Act by Diesel Mackins, take a look at it. He has his morning walks and has some very inspirational things that he shares with the audience. Very, very beautiful. Y'all want to see my cactuses? You can see that. They yellow. They blooming. They bloom in the summertime, well, in the springtime. I guess, I don't know, but it's spring still. They bloom yellow, beautiful yellow roses. But anyway, I was on another Country Wayne commentators page, and it was something on there that said, have you ever been, something to the effect of, have you ever been copied before? And it's something that I had kind of alluded to. I had shared on my page that, what's his name? Snoop Dogg had spoke on it. And I want to speak on it too, because there's a difference between being inspired by someone and copying someone. Now, I've heard us all say, we called it when it comes to different things from the Country Wayne skits and stuff. And that's very well true. And I've heard of the term called great minds think alike. And that's so true. There are some times that I know now for a fact that the audience may have come up with an idea or a scenario that the writers did. If the writers are good, like we think they are, no, I ain't gonna say like we think they are, but there is a chance that you can be inspired by someone. There is a chance that two people can think the same things. Like, even though we are all split on the Dave thing, there are some people that think Dave is legit. There are some people who think that Dave is a scam artist. And I don't really watch, most of the commentators, we don't watch each other's pages. So I could never or would never 100% say somebody stole an idea or stole a thought from me, because I don't watch people pages. And when you really are deep into this commentary game, there will be times where you may come up with the same thought that somebody else does. And then, like, I know when me and Nanya went live, it was like, I forget what it was. She said, I said that on my page. There is a possibility that you can say the same thing on your page that somebody says on their page, and you not even know or even watch their page. But with that being said, there are some situations where when you come up with something that that was totally your baby, your idea, or something that you started doing on a regular, and you see it like being copied, like as far as the wording, terms, stuff like that, then that's where I have an issue when it comes to creativity. And unless you go and get everything you ever done copyrighted or trademarked, there's no way to stop it. I have one of my close friends he's a great big time, commentator. I know people with podcasts and stuff like that, where there are people out here who actually copy their images, who copy them. Even Country Wayne, being on the format that he's on, there are people who just copy content. They don't do any type of commentary. They don't do any type of, this is what's going on in this skit. They simply copy and paste Wayne's skits just as is, with nothing to it. And I had to sit back and think, because sometimes it gets under my skin, I'm not going to lie. But it's like, you have to think that we're all like snowflakes. God always made us individually. So even if somebody does copy your style, copy your words, copy your statements, mimicking someone is a form of flattery. And that's how you have to look at it. It's a form of flattery. It's a form of, I must be doing something right. Now, when that person takes that and they may, let's say they explode, or they may get more notoriety than you do. There's a viral video of my son out right now. Right now. If you look up the kid that hates the Raiders, or the I hate the Raiders kid, there are millions, and I'm talking about millions of views of my baby on other people's pages on people pages who have millions of viewers or whatever. They did not get my permission to copy my son. They did not get my permission to take that video, to take his voice, to take his image. And I don't know enough about the law. I looked into it briefly, but I don't have money to get lawyers to do that because he was underage. And at the time I put it up, I didn't know anything about social media. It happened in 2022. But there are, even celebrities have copied my baby's video. And I don't know how to get it back. And that's my baby's image. And he was underage. If anybody know how I can get some type of comeback on that, please let me know how I can, possibly get us some monetization, because people are monetizing off my son right now, my son's face, my son's voice, my deceased stepfather's voice, my mother's voice. People are monetizing on it right now, and I don't know how to get that money back. But I said all that to say is that if you are a creator, don't be discouraged. If you are a creator, don't let bitterness build up. Yeah, you may vent. You may feel some type of way about it, but nobody can duplicate who you are. Nobody can duplicate your gift. If somebody started doing phone calls, I'm not the first person to ever do a phone call. Earl the Realist, he's one of the best at the game. He does everybody. He does Trump. He does everybody. They'll just put it like that. And he has millions of viewers. And can't nobody do it like Earl the Realist. When I started doing the phone calls on here, it was just something that popped up in my brain. It's so many ideas, so many things that run through my brain. You can try to duplicate me or copy me, but you can't, because God made my brain my brain. I think about new stuff every day. I think about ideas that I hadn't even put out in the atmosphere yet, because I be trying to organize my thoughts before I do it. So just keep that in mind. If you are truly a creative person and God bless you with the gift of creativity, you'll bounce back. Eventually, I look at it like this. Eventually, God will bless you and put you in front of the right person, the right audience, for you to blow up, for people to see you. Like I say, I hear people restate stuff I said all the time. Do they give me props for it? No. Okay, I'm back. I had to delete some of my storage. Amen. So anyway, just to continue on what I was saying, if you're a content creator, if you're a creator, you got to think about your gift is yours. You are uniquely made from God. There's no need for issues, beefs, or anything, because I'm telling you, a lot of us will be pissed off daily if you get mad every time you hear somebody use your catchphrase, every time you hear somebody use a word that you use. One thing that I was saying before I got cut off is what I pride myself in doing. If I truly did hear it from somebody else first. I was having a conversation the other day, and I said, during a conversation that I had with Vaughn said, or it was one time where I said, oh, I love when Deontay does this. I love when I seen O'Neal did this, or none of your sis may have said that. I'm always going to give props to where I heard it from. I'm always going to tell you to subscribe to that person's page. Or if I don't say subscribe to their page, I'm going to give you their name. I'm going to forward their information. And to me, that's respect. That's respect if you know you got it from somewhere else. Respect is not doing a carbon copy of someone else and then, putting it off as your own. Or then you get mad, at others for doing the same thing or whatever. You have to be original. You have to be you and give props to people. And that's the only thing. And you're not always going to get that. Like I said, most of the people who have shared my son's image, his exact image, our exact home video made at our crib, our home video, they have never once, but one thing I can say, the Raiders, I give a shout out, and I'm a Cowboys fan. I give a shout out to the Raiders fan club, and his last name is Webb, and he's on Facebook. The Cowboys didn't send my baby nothing, and when my baby was really crying about the Cowboys losing to the Raiders. That's how the whole video got started. But a lot of Raiders fans use it when the Raiders lose to say they hate the Raiders. So that's where it came from. But it originally came from my son's Little League team and the Cowboys both lost to the Raiders, like within the same time frame. And my baby was devastated. If you haven't seen, I might repost it just to see if it'll get new views. But my son is the I hate the Raiders kid. He even got teased at school because of this. But we didn't see a dime from this money that went out there. So the whole purpose of this, I had went into, I posted what I posted last night, and then I had seen Nanya Chat put something similar in her tea time. And if you haven't subscribed to Nanya's page, please do so. About copy and paste. Yes, it's okay to be inspired by somebody else. But I do have a problem when people carbon copy and don't give you any type of credit for it. Or don't say your name, never mention your name or nothing. And they saying the same words that you said. Are we all going to come up with theories about Dave, about Anthony, about this and that? Yes, that's not copying. That's we both are in agreement on something. And if y'all ever seen me on a live with a panel or by myself, I will agree to disagree in a minute. And it's okay not to agree with everybody. It's okay not to agree. It's okay not to have the same thought process. But let's have an intelligent conversation about it, and let's move on from there. Because I'm telling you, if you let it get in your feelings, and I'm not gonna lie, because I'm new to this YouTube game. I'm a baby. I'm getting it out the mud. Deontay, Vaughn, they were two of my biggest supporters and really just pushed me out there. I would give them homage forever for helping me to get out there and get on my feet. For real, forever. Love forever. Other people who have done lives with me and came to my platform, O'Neal, Nanya says she was one of the best moderators ever. I ain't gonna lie, I miss her as my moderator. Because she used to be on it faithfully. She was gonna make sure that chat was right and everything. So I give homage to everybody in the game. But to new creators coming up, to creators who have been out there, just be you. And if you use somebody else's stuff or their catchphrase or their line, give them homage. It's okay. If I see something I like from O'Neal, I'm gonna say O'Neal killed this, or just like O'Neal said. I've even put people in the thumbnail. I'm gonna say like Deontay said. I'm gonna say like Nanya said, like Vaughn said. Give people their props, give people their flowers. And there's no need to get in a uproar. You gonna have people who carbon copy. It's gonna happen. It happens to Wayne every day. People are using Wayne's face to set up pages, and they pages got, I seen one page, it had like 20-some thousand people. I don't know if they're being monetized with those people, because YouTube does have rules. All the platforms have rules where you just can't carbon copy somebody's stuff. They may be getting copyright strikes. They may not be monetized. But instead of getting, upset about it, throw it out there. And then who catch it. If somebody is inspired by you, that's different. Somebody may be inspired, but don't copy. It's enough creativity in the world. I'm finna bust something new out this week. So if you're creative, nobody can stop your creative grind. If you're a go-getter, nobody can stop your go-getter grind. Everybody can try to do Drewski. Somebody else can try to do the same exact skits that Drewski did. It ain't gonna hit like Drewski hit because they not Drewski. You can watch Deontay all day long, but I can't be Deontay. You can't be Deontay. They can carbon copy and record and put them out there like that, but eventually that's gonna catch up with them. You know what I'm saying? You can't talk like Vaughn. You ain't got that smooth voice. Amen. And like I said, I feel like God made me one of a kind. You never know who you go get with Auntie. I'm about 20 to 25, 26 people in one. Amen. So you never know who you go get. You might get Auntie looking like this, And by 5 o'clock this evening, I could be a totally different person with totally different hair, with a totally different look. And you'll be like, is that the same person? Is that a filter? No, it ain't no filter. It's the same person. Amen and amen again. That's what acting is. That's what creativity is. That's what theater is. You can become whoever you want to be. That's something that again, giving homage. When Diesel said in his interview, he said when they asked him in the interview with Diesel, he said he was asked as a child, what do you want to be when you grow up? He said an actor. Because with an actor, I can be a football player. I can be a pianist. I can be whatever I want to be. And that's what these YouTube streams are. You have the power to be whatever you want to be and whoever you want to be. All I ask is, and all the world asks, is for you to be you. I promise you, you'll get more clout, more notoriety, no matter how long it takes. I've been in this game, I know somebody personally, been in the game less than a month and got well over 3,000, almost at 4,000 subscribers. I've been in the game since August, getting it through the mud. I still ain't hit 3,000 yet, but I got over 1 million views. I mean, well, not over 1 million views yet. I got like 800 and something thousand views. So, do you, be you. If you're on the other end of it, don't be salty, don't be mad. And I'm talking to myself when I say this. Go out and get it. Go out and get your grind. Be you, whoever you are. I used to, a lot of times, what stopped me from really getting in the game earlier than I did is because I was like, man, I ain't gonna get on camera if my hair ain't done. I ain't gonna get on camera if I don't look right. I ain't gonna get on camera if my clothes not right. Most of my top videos are me laying in my bed and something just hit my head or a review hit my spirit and I just did it. And so since then, when I seen it, I was like, you know what? Whenever something hit my brain, that's how Nothing But got started. Aunty ReRe was on the way from a doctor's appointment. That's when she was created. When you creative, baby, when it hit you, do it. And I'm going to tell anybody that. If something creative hits you, do it. Something else Diesel said on his channel one day. He said, sometimes God will give you an idea that could change your life. And just think, if you only had 72 hours to get it done, and then he give it to somebody else. That's how you got to think about it. That's why when music hit me, if I'm watching a skit and a song hit me now, that's why y'all get more content from me. Because I think about that 72 hours. I got to get this out. And sometimes you got to get it out before somebody else bite. Amen. Or if I put it on now, I have a TikTok format. Follow me on TikTok, Aunty ReRe77, the same thing. Or it might be Aunty ReRe for real. I got to realize what my TikTok is. But if I put some on TikTok now, I'm running the YouTube to put it on YouTube too, because I'm scared somebody might copy it or somebody might steal the song or steal the idea or whatever. So it's like, it's hard being a content creator, y'all. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. People you see with the special stuff, man, you have to StreamYard. There's a cost to StreamYard. So when people going live, they paying to go live every month. I mean, for every live. You got to pay for that, weekly or monthly. If you want the top one on StreamYard, I think it's like $88. When you see people with those special openings, like I love Auntie Von's, it's hot in here. You know what I'm saying? And welcome to the initial. They taking time to create these things. Different apps, different music, different talents. This game not easy. Even your lighting, buying light to make sure your lighting is correct. And my lighting not always correct because I don't feel like getting up, setting everything up. Most of the time, y'all get lighting, that's because my son at home and he helped me with it. And he set it up for me. I'm still, even though I'm very computer savvy, certain things I don't know that other creators know. So, again, learn from each other. Ask for help if you need help. And asking for help if you need help is one thing. But be you. Be creative. Don't be afraid to stand alone in these YouTube streets. And you got to protect your brand. Your brand is your brand. Most of the time, I don't think it's like any, like even when it comes to the lives, I'm very particular about who I go on live with and things like that, because It's your brand at the end of the day. And you got to protect your brand. You got to protect everything. So I hope that somebody, if you're a new content creator or you're existing content creator, I hope you got something from this. The whole point of this live is be you. And if you use somebody else's stuff or something else, give them homage. You know what I'm saying? Say thank you. Say I got this from. And everybody not gonna do that, but do that. And if you are copying, if you feel like, you know, something was done incorrectly or somebody got your idea or whatever, that's all right. If you're creative, twist it, flip it, rub it down. Put your own stank on it. Put your funk on it. That's just like with American Idol. American Idol, they were all singing other people's songs. But they made it special. What Simon used to say, oh, you made that your own. And the people who won, they made the songs their own. Jennifer Hudson made And I Am Telling You. She made that song her own. Fantasia, one of the, when she did that Chain of Fools. Drewski did just what some preachers do in the pulpit. He did some of the same movements that the Caucasian lady did. But what did he do? He made it his own. So that's today, whatever you do, make it your own. And if you ever mimicked ReRe or copied something ReRe done, or if I inspired you, thank you, sugar. Because mimicking is the best form of flattery. I'll talk to y'all later, and I love y'all. Be you, be real, and get it done. Amen and amen again.